Hey guys, and welcome back to another hands-on review of a watch on Federico Talks Watches that's under this piece of paper because I didn't want to give it up just yet. Under here is probably a watch you've never heard of, made by a small, independent, upstart brand, but something that's very high quality, and a watch that's very, very different, both in looks and materials. Like it or not, I think it's extremely interesting to see both the case and the movement. And here we have the David Rutten Streamliner, a very, very interesting jump hour case. This watch was actually selected for the 2019 GPHG pre-selection process. That is the Grand Prix d'Horlogerie, excuse my French accent, it's terrible, kind of like the Oscars of watchmaking, and kind of made to the pre-selection process. It's a very nice high-end watch. Look at that movement. We're actually going to talk about that in a second. So what makes this watch special, and something that the brand heavily relies their story on, is not only the movement, but this case. This is not normal stainless steel. This is something called iron meteorite. Literally comes from space. It's part of a meteorite. Chemical composition is 90% iron. The case back is made out of brushed titanium, though, so no skimping there. Titanium is much more expensive than steel. But this is, finished like that. This is what the material looks like. So almost no two watches are exactly the same, kind of like a snowflake. We have a jump hour mechanism, as you can see here, and I love jump hours. There we go, jumping to 1, jumping to 2, 3. Running seconds at the bottom in this kind of Art Deco tank style case. Now this measures at 37 by 53 millimeters. It actually wears quite nicely, and I will show you a wrist shot in a second. But apart from this beautiful outer space material, iron meteorite, and this beautiful kind of beveled Art Deco shape, we also have this gorgeous shaped movement. Now this movement is a double barrel 120-hour power reserve, highly modified and exclusive to David Rutten movement made by Synchro, which actually merged with Christopher Ward to be their in-house movement manufacturer. But I just love, you can see the two barrels right there. There we have the flywheel and pallet fork. I love these almost skeletonized bridges with the mounting points on the jewel. And I love that, it's a shape movement that you can see very well through the case back. No, this is a rather high-end watch. There's also the nameplate down there, David Rutten. It's an interesting placement on the other lug. You don't have it in actually the buckle, which follows the design language of the case. It's 30 meters water resistant, double barrel, 120-hour jump hour, exclusive caliber. I actually really, really like it. Now, my wrists have shrunk lately because obviously you guys have seen I've been working on my health, but on my now 7¼ inch wrist, it does not overhang at all. It doesn't overhang. I mean, it wears large, it wears long, but I think as long as you have a 7-inch wrist or above, you can wear this without an issue. Now, the price isn't inexpensive. It is $12,600, but I think considering the exotic materials, the beautiful movement, and the fact that you're supporting, it's not just like, this is not a Kickstarter brand. It's not necessarily a micro brand. I would consider this an independent. I mean, the watchmaking here is fairly high-end, and they did a fantastic job for even the GPHG to take notice. Now, yes, the design is not for everybody. Totally aware of that. When I saw it, I didn't fall in love with it either, but after I wore it for a while, I did really start to kind of blend with it. I really do like it. As I said, it's limited to 88 pieces. If you want to know more, there is a link in the description below. The one piece of advice I would give to the David Rutten team, your website is very blatantly translated from your native Swiss French. I would take a look at that because some of the syntax just doesn't make sense. But, you know, I don't go there for web design. I go there to look at beautiful watches, and this is absolutely something special if you want something different than your everyday watch. I'd like to thank David Rutten for allowing me to take a look at this watch. They sent one in so I could take a look. I will be sending it back as it's just a loaner. But there we go. Very interesting, independent watch by a small upcoming brand that is innovating. Something I love to see in sometimes the stale watchmaking industry. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching the video. Take care.